I'm Keith Bowen, and this is Hard Rock University, somewhere near Wickenburg, Arizona. And we're at the top of a hill that has a very scenic view. And down there is a structure, a vein-type structure, thousands of feet long with a couple of mines along it. Some people wanted me to look at with them. Okay, so here we are in the wilds of Arizona, somewhere near Wickenburg. Here's a hoist frame, basically. That looks like the anchor to me. So they would put the winch. Goes down this decline. And let's see if I can get a little picture of the vein. There's the vein right there, that white quartz just above that timber. And as you can see, it's a bit unstable. Not a lot showing there. So what we're doing...
Hey Keith, we've got a Gold Monster 1000 in the back of the truck.
Wouldn't hurt to take a look.
Okay. Have you operated one?
No.
Okay.
I'm not an expert at that. Although he says the specimen gold is more to the top of the hill, so you might want to wait.
Okay.
Time-wise. Anyhow, so what we're doing is we're taking some hand select off of what appears to be an ore dump there. This appears to be more wall rock. And
thank you, man.
Smaller matrix. I don't know if they just dumped it because they couldn't hand sort it or what. My guess is they hand sorted the cleaner quartz, but I can't tell for sure. So there's a number of workings on this property here. We're going to go upstairs and look at some more. Here's the next property up the hill. We were down just about there, about that bend. Beautiful view from up here. Water tank. There's the old mill. Significant size here. Nice old residence. And here we are at the next spot up. This was trenched out by bulldozer. And can't really tell for sure what the formation was they were after. Don't see any vein in any of those walls. But when you get up to here, you see this softer formation with the tunnel in it. And if you come down here, where I was taking a sample, it's very soft and decomposed. There's a lot of iron in it. Let's see. I guess that'll work just fine. So this may be basically a breccia zone or a replacement zone or something like that, where it's chemically significantly different than that material right there. I'm not the mineralogist to be able to tell for sure, but we got a sample of that and we'll check it out. Well, there's the trench we were just in, and I think what he was mining was a contact zone between this rock. See how clean and straight that is? Like there's a fault plane right there going down there, and I bet you that's what it was, that contact zone between this rock and that rock. You take a look up here, you can sure see the difference. So that is what I think they were after. So here's the entrance with somebody for scale. There's the decline. That's at about 30-degree down dip, roughly. That's what I've been told, and I would concur with that.
Yeah.
Now you will notice there's a layer right there that they were mining through. And they were stopping at the back. The back is the actual quartz vein.
Huh.
So that does not seem to be that interesting to them. What's interesting is more of this crappy looking stuff.
Huh.
Apparently has more minerals in it. And again, I'm not the mineralogist to give you details, but I can tell you this. They didn't care near as much about that quartz as they did about that. So that's what we're going to sample.
Yeah, because that's not an iron rock
Well,
per se.
we found something interesting here. Found this with the metal detector. And on top, you can see where I tried scratching it with my knife blade. And it don't scratch worth a crap. It's at least as hard as a knife blade, roughly. Put it on the hitch and hit it with a hammer. Is that it right there? Yeah. See where it bent the edge? Flattened that edge? I think it may be a nickel iron meteorite. That would be the shape as it's coming through the atmosphere and gets melted. I don't know. Way cool. The guy with the metal detector can have someone check it out when he finds someone who knows how to check it out. So here we are on the side of the road, crushing and panning samples. Nothing real exciting today. There was some gold there. There's some interesting stuff, but nothing really exciting. So it's time to get all this crap back in the damn trailer and get to the motel. So now I'd like to give you my analysis of what I think is going on here based on the panning results and all the observations put together. Unfortunately, we started at the bottom of the hill instead of the top, or I think I would have seen it a bit quicker. At the very top of the hill, in the last spot, you can see these declines, and it's very clear what they were following and what they were interested in. They were not worried about that quartz vein on top. They were worried about the much more altered material directly underneath it. And when we panned it, it showed significant gold. Again, it wasn't real exciting. It wasn't like an ounce to the ton, but it was, 2/10, something like that. So this zone right in here showed the most gold. Now further on down the hill where there was a dozer cut, it was pretty obvious what they were cutting away and cutting down to. And so again, it appeared to be that, right in that alteration zone between the two major rock formations was what they were interested in. Very similar to what you saw in the decline just before. Now, unfortunately, I lost this sample of the material at this point. It's been misplaced. I may find it when I dig through everything. But then, further down the hill, where the first place we stopped, Eva suggested we sample the brown material and the gray material along with the quartz. And in fact, the brown material here also showed decent gold, whereas the quartz did not. And that was kind of our consistent pattern, was this brown material was showing the best gold of anything. The gray material here that looks like wall rock also had better gold than the quartz did, or at least it was pannable with the crush I was giving it and such. So I'm thinking in this area here, if you look at the decline, the first spot, that right here is the material we actually should have sampled. As you look, it's the major formation they're actually following anyhow, but we got misled by the fact that you're usually looking for quartz. This emphasizes, don't get led astray. Always sample anything they could have been mining and test it. Don't assume anything. So that's the lesson of this day's work, is that things can be deceiving. Keep your eyes open. Don't let your preconceptions blind you to the possibilities. So When I get some more assays back, I'll let you know what happened. Happy prospecting and keep it safe out there.